Yeah. You got 120 volts coming in from your outside source, or your circuit box, or your breaker box. Comes into your, what we call an SSU, or your appliance.
How many volts?
120 volts. So once it comes in through here, goes through your fuse, make sure everything is okay. You come down to your circuit board, actually your switch, your door switch. Your door switch then, if it's shut, will send 120 volts back to your board simultaneously, sends it also to your I forget the name of it,
Primary
transformer. And once that steps it down to 24 volts, it sends it to the secondary side back to the ICB, or integrated circuit board, which then powers your power strip here, or the red wire, to the thermostat, sends power to the thermostat. Everything should be set to operate. Once your thermostat calls for heat, closes the red and white wire, sends it back to the board. The board says, okay, I need to get some heat going on. Once that happens, it goes to your induced draft relay, sends power to your induced draft motor, which energizes, pressurizes the flue. Once that happens, your pressure switch will tell the differential in the pressure, and the flue says it's okay. Make sure it's free of debris, it's got the right amount of pressure it needs, or the differential. Once that happens, it goes through your safety circuit, checks all your safety switches, such as your roll-out switch, your high-limit switch, all that good stuff. After that, it'll go back to the board. It says, I'm good to go, all switches are closed, prepare for ignition. It sends 120 volts. Actually, it closes the relay on your ignition sequence, your relay igniter. I forget the real name for it. It goes to your igniter, it lights it, or the HSI, which sends 120 volts to this. It becomes hot. During that time, in between 17 and 20 seconds, it'll sense that the HSI is got enough temperature to light the gas. It'll then go back to the board, sends a signal to the gas valve, opens the gas valve, gas flows through, becomes ignited, goes through the 4 burners. Once it gets to the last, it'll send 1.8 milliamps through the rectification sensor back to the board. Says, I'm lit, keep the gas valve open. Gas valve stays open. Once it rectifies enough to let the board know to stay open, it also turns on a 45-second time limit for the fan motor. That way it gives the heat exchanger time to build up heat. That way you don't blow air right over it and then it doesn't build up enough heat right away. So after that kicks on, you're pretty much set. After that, it's pretty much the operation of starting. I'm still garbled up with my words.
Until the thermostat is satisfied.
Yeah, until the thermostat's satisfied. Once the thermostat's satisfied, it'll disconnect or open up the red and white wire. Then it'll tell the gas valve to immediately shut off. We don't need any more gas. The gas will quit. The rectifier senses no more heat. It'll shut down everything. Your fan will continue to run though for 180 seconds to cool down the system or the heat exchanger until it's satisfied.
Perfect.
I just got to work on my wording.
I think you've got it perfect.